All right, well, I think we're just about the point where we'd like to take some questions if anybody has them. There's 2 microphones set up. If anybody would like to ask a question.
Hi, my name is Jesse Gardner. CFH Xavier is my gamer tag. I'm a huge Grifball fan. Been playing matchmaking since it was introduced. And 3 times now I have tried to join a team and had the team peter out kind of 1 or 2 games into the season. Do you guys plan on introducing any sort of like ranking system or not really a ban, but like a rating, like, you know, these people have a tendency to not show up for games or, you know, anything of the like?
Get new friends.
I'm guessing you're talking about the leagues, correct?
Yeah, the 2 leagues, yes. I've played 2 seasons, well, kind of sort of played 2 seasons of the AGLA and 1 on Grifball Hub.
I mean, forfeit factories have always been a real problem for us because at the end of the day, I mean, you can't force someone to show up. I know this season for the hub, we had this innovative idea that we had everybody sign up via an email account, and then we sent them an email saying, you must email us back to confirm that you're going to play. And we had, I think we had about 230 teams sign up, and 30 of them never wrote us back. So those teams weren't included. And our forfeits have gone down significantly because of that. So maybe across leagues implementing some kind of screening process, because it shows that you're dedicated. I mean, you think clicking a reply link isn't that difficult, but for 30 teams, which is what, like 120 people, it was too difficult a thing to do. But beyond that, I mean, I like the idea of a ranking system. Being able to say, hey, this person shows up, this person's been trying to play for a while, this person's looking for a team. We don't have anything in place now, but I think that'd be something really great for us to look into in the future.
Doesn't Halo Charts offer some sort of Grifball stats?
Halo Charts, yeah, they have an amazing stat tracker. Like pretty much any Grifball stat you could ever want. Bomb plants, kills, betrayals, I mean, above and beyond, even what Bungie has. They're really fantastic. So now if somebody wants to check and say, hey, let's see what this guy's stats are like, they can definitely go and do that.
All right.
Here, for you.
Thank you.
Because you're wearing the Grifball shirt.
We just wish we could make people play Grifball.
Ooh, nice catch. Hey, I'm Daniel. What would be the feasibility of setting up a Grifball tournament at something like PAX? Obviously, it might be a little too late this year, but it looks like we have enough people here, next year.
I know. There's been one before, back in 2008, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Grifball one there.
Seattle.
Yeah, Burnie, you were there, right? I wasn't there.
Yeah, we did it at the, we expanded the red versus blue booth and then included a LAN setup there and did it. And that was great. It was a good solution, but you can't do that every time to have, to avoid forfeits. You can't have a live event every single time, but it does make sense at conventions. That was our whole convention that year. But I know PAX has a console room. I hate to tell you this, but this is a community organization, so I think you just volunteered to organize the PAX Seattle.
Yeah?
All right. I'll make a post on the forums. And when are we going to see a disc-based Grifball release from...
What's that?
When are we going to see a standalone Grifball release on disc for the Xbox 360?
That's my question, too.
Yeah. I'll address that for 343. You can have a Halo 4 sub-game to it.
All right, thank you.
I gotta say, my dream would be to have a standalone Grifball game that's like a hybrid between Madden and the Rooster Teeth Grifball shorts. So it would be taking place within that universe, but you'd be taking your Grifball team through the season just like you would do in Madden. And of course, it would have to have an online matchmaking option too.
All right, Lyman on the forums. How for the Avatar Awards? How much pricing is that? What's the price going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, I would share that. I'm not sure if that's been determined yet. And we don't. It's through 343, and I don't know if it's been set yet. So.
Coming soon.
Right.
All right.
It's not really money. It's just fake points anyway. Just spend them at your leisure.
Hey guys and gals, gamertag Totally Batty. I play for level 50 Spartan LFG, AGLA and GGL team. I kind of got questions just to go down through a little bit for everybody. One of the things I wanted to first ask, just for Cal to express a little bit more, I know the GGL has worked with going to like 5 rounds, and there's been some other little game type changes and stuff. Tell us a little bit why that sort of thing was done to differ it from, what we had in matchmaking or what we had in the AGLA.
Sure. That is one difference between the GGL and the AGLA, is that the AGLA has, like Tex mentioned, has the 9 untimed rounds, so you can really get those hardcore matches of an hour or more. In the GGL, because we take things a little more, a little more lulzy, we have 5 timed rounds instead, so it's very similar to the matchmaking experience. It's just to make teams that are coming from matchmaking more comfortable going into League Grifball, so that everything's not changing at once when they jump right in, because the GGL this season was right after signups were during when the playlist was launching. So we were thinking that, well, if this is somebody's first experience in a league, we don't want it to scare them away by having them sit through hour-long matches. But now that the matchmaking playlist has been out for a while, and a lot of teams got their start in the GGL this season, they can move on to the AGLA and get a taste of the real Grifball 9-round experience.
Okay, other questions I wanted, if Tex in a moment, I'm going to go ahead and hit everybody, that way I don't have to keep asking questions. If Tex could talk a little bit about neutral host for us. I know a lot of people here play matchmaking, and I myself even occasionally run into somebody that just rips me apart and teleports around. I can't do anything with it. Goose, I wanted you, if you could tell us a little bit. I know you guys got to play a little bit before everyone else and learned a little more. We saw some launches and stuff going on in the game there. Talk to us a little about that, because that's something that a lot of people have trouble with when they first try to pick up Grifball and Reach. Burnie. And Burnie, I wanted to ask real quick, just a curiosity question. Has Jeff ever actually gotten a bomb plant in Grifball? Has Grif actually blown up at once?
Yeah. Should we actually do this in order, or just all at once? Start talking. Jeff's terrible at Halo. He plays this thing called Halo Horse, or Achievement Horse, that he does for Achievement Hunter, which he loves. But Jeff, in order for Jeff to do well at Grifball, he would have to play as part of a team, and Jeff's not good at that at all. Jeff doesn't like being told what to do or being yelled at by people like Burnie, who yells at him. And then so he doesn't play a lot of Grifball. He likes the more lulzy, the better for Jeff. Let's just put it that way.
Well, as far as the launches and the flowers and the reverse flowers and all that you saw, I mean, we did that all in matchmaking. So that's not some fancy, setup that we had where we adjusted the gravity. That was all done in matchmaking. And it's not, a lot of people complain, oh, you can't do launches anymore, you can't flowers anymore. Well, obviously, you can. You just have to keep trying. I remember being in a match, I probably played for about 4 or 5 hours straight with Pup and Cal and Tex, and we just kept launching, and we would fail, or we would murder each other, or we screwed up a million times and then we got it right once, and it's like the heavens opened and we're like, oh, and we do it all the time now. It's really just a matter of relearning the hammer as well as you knew it in Halo 3, and just working with the way it is, and the way the wind stick or whatever goes and whatnot. So it's definitely possible. You just have to work at it again.
So you were asking about NutriHost, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they want to know about it.
Yeah, I love talking about NutriHost. NutriHost, for those who don't know, is basically in the league, you pull in an extra player that pulls host, a 9th player, and they are not committing to the game whatsoever. They're actually sitting on the sideline in a special booth. It's a special mapping process. We're not going to get into that. But they're the host, and they're just sitting off the game, so no one pulls host in the game. As far as the AGLA this season, right now it's not determined that we're going to require NutriHost throughout the season. It possibly will be required in the playoffs, but that's something that me and the other 2 admins have to discuss. Who here hates host, by the way? Anyone?
Not when it's mine.
not for NutriHost, but that's basically what NutriHost is and what we're going to do with the AGLA on it.
All right, thanks guys. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I think we have time for one more. Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I'm absolutely new to the whole Grifball thing, and I Google searched it once after hearing the red versus blue thing, and got totally overwhelmed and went delete, delete, delete. Get out, get out. And I was wondering, will you implement some sort of introduction to people who are completely like opposite and have no idea what's going on?
That's something that we try to do as much as we can. I know, like for example, in Halo 3, every time there was a double experience weekend, we would post on the front page of grifball.com as well as grifballhub.com, basically, hey, welcome to Grifball. If you're looking for information, go here. If you're looking for maps, go here. If you're looking to meet people to play with, go here. And we really tried to lay it out as much as we can. We still do that for Halo Reach. I know on both Rooster Teeth and grifballhub.com, we have a resource center that teaches you tips, tricks, everything from how to register your team, how to add players to your team, how to navigate the forums, how to pull off skills. I mean, we try to make it as welcoming as we possibly can. But if you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear it because we've been playing for 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes hard for us. I mean, to me, my first game of the season is like zombie-like. I don't even think about it. You know, I know exactly what I have to do. I'm on autopilot. So it is difficult for us sometimes to remember that new people exist and that you guys might not have the institutional knowledge that we do. So yeah, definitely let us know if you have any suggestions. We'd love to hear them.
And don't be scared if you're not good. I've been playing Halo since CE came out, and I still suck. I still can't shoot anybody in the head or do anything. Literally, to play Grifball, you just have to pull your right trigger to swing your hammer. And I tend to only do it when there's teammates around, but if you can do it when there's enemies around too, that will help you. But don't be afraid to just go into matchmaking and have a good time. You don't have to be good, and it's totally fun.
I just hold up on the joystick and press the right trigger.
Yep, that's all you gotta do at some point.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've been my team's runner for 3 years now, so every time we get the ball, it always gets passed to me, and I'm always the one with the bomb, and by now, I am an extremely adequate runner.
Yes, you are. All right.
Yeah, just play.
Yeah, and I have one more question. You have an insanely large community base, and you have this interaction with Bungie, and it's pretty tight. So where is the dividing line between what the community has and what Bungie has? Like, where is it when Bungie says, no, can't do that, and where is it when the community just overrides that?
Well, I mean, Bungie usually listens to the community pretty well, and when it comes to Grifball recommendations, they do often rely on what we suggest. I mean, obviously, Grifball Dash is an example of where they're like, no, we're not going to do that. But, I mean, it's ultimately really Bungie's decision. It's their playlist. You know, we provide the content, and they're like, okay, we'll take that, that, and that. And so, like I said, we can make suggestions, and we definitely love feedback, and that's what we always propose to them. But at the end of the day, it is their decision based on what they like and what they want. Right?
Thank you.
Sure. All right, I think we're out of time. So thank you everybody so much for coming. And if you still have questions, we'll be around. So yeah, thank you all, and
Don't forget
go play
about
Grifball.
league signups.